Welcome everybody! We are the Grin brothers. We're continuing our playthrough of Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Sugar.
This woman leads one hell of a life. She's supposed to run this place, but there's no desk for her to do paperwork. She just sits on her sofa all day. You lied to us! Prepare to pay a price!
We've learned about vengeance from Chevalier!
Pulls a knife out.
Oh yeah, afterwards, wait, are you just having us kill all these monsters because they're a danger to your village? It's actually just behind there the entire time.
What? No! We're pacifists! And we're doing this for free as well!
The Rise of Ruin. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
something about red.
Yeah, like I guess I'll have to do, may have like different armor or weapons next time because I haven't actually found that many different things.
Well, it's mostly just the boss fights.
Yeah, the boss fights are the only ones that were doing different, but I'm assuming there must be. Oh wait, no, I've got to upgrade the stuff.
Oh yeah.
I only fought one of a Gravies, but hopefully that's enough. I don't know.
Uricant might have armor as well. I don't know if we looked for the armor because it's got a weapon.
Check as well.
Yeah, Agnactor. Down.
You mean Astalos?
Down.
Agnactor.
There you go.
Huh. Very, I don't know, Phoenix-like, I'd say.
Except the helmet. That's kind of terrifying.
Upgrade. Let's see. Can I upgrade any of this stuff?
Usurper. Yeah.
Yes. What else do I need to kill? More of those and Astaloses.
You actually have enough Astalos parts for it.
Yes, I have enough poison sac for that. Okay.
Ooh.
I somewhat doubt I'm going enough Gravios for the rest, but let's find out. Yeah. Also, I've got enough Iodrome, so that's easy enough.
Because you've got an Iodrome head.
And I've got that all maxed out.
Yeah. Well, at least they're both level 2 now.
I don't think I'll have anything that I can really make from the other stuff. Like, again, as you kind of hinted, most of this stuff now... What's that hissing sound? Most of this stuff now is... what can make that? Dios. What's Dios? Brachiodos. And that is... Oh, that's fire. Everything's fire!
Yeah, but hold on. Go to the weapons.
Thank you.
This is what I was saying. Go to the hammers, specifically. Because you can make a Brachiodos hammer as well. Which I know you literally just upgraded to Gravios. But... it's got Blast Blight Ailment. And Blast Chaser.
Yeah. Which, admittedly, it does mean it can combo better.
Yeah.
I do love that axe.
It is
the most efficient of blunt weapons.
Thank you.
Oblivion was right. It's ironic, because this game does have... the Monster Hunter does have axes.
Yeah.
They are bladed weapons, though.
Yeah. So, I imagine we'll do the transition thing as per usual?
Crystal depths aren't that far. It's literally just jump down, walk around the corner.
Okay.
So, I don't think there's much point. At least I remember it being really close.
That is not close.
It's close enough. This place is tiny. Just fly on Rapha. If you can get on him. Yeah, Digimon Ghost Games. Main character I like, and he's... You've gone past it. Stat little cave. And he's very much
actually, may have to transition. There's a golden den.
Okay.
Oh, right. Wait, it probably would be short. Let's find out. Let me just grab...
Let's have a...
Oh no! We can't get any further! The bug's in the way.
That's not an enemy bug.
Oh, okay.
It's a pet bug, which you can't have pets in this game, so screw you. Burn in hell. It's going to be the biggest den we've ever seen. It's like a multi-layer building.
10 Zamatron... Oh, what?
Ah! No, not the action tools! Right, yeah, phase out. Oh, you also have to use a cool mist in it.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, phase out, yeah. Because
Okay.
I may fight one.
Woo.
And we're back to the digital world.
Hi, yeah, Digimon. I actually get to talk about it. Cutscene! No, I'm sure.
I mean, to be fair, we know what these cutscenes are all about. They're all about Chevel's obsession with revenge.
Yeah, and something.
And the others thinking they contribute to anything to this party.
Naru does.
Yeah, occasionally, but not in the role he thinks.
No, he went Super Saiyan twice.
He thinks he's about navigating. Oh God! frames!
Oh,
wow,
wow, Ina's dress. She's glowing. Jesus.
I sense it too.
It's
What?
the Nergigante, I'm certain.
When did she gain a sixth sense?
I know when the Nerginantes are about. Oh gosh, Ina, stop this again.
I was going to make a joke about how it's because Wyverians breeding, eggs, laying.
No, it's her racism. You know, and the thing is, you can really shorten that down to something real easy, you know?
Anyway, Digimon. So, Gamamon is main character's Digipartner.
First virus since Gilmon, wasn't it?
Maybe.
What the heck? Can I have one of those?
No. It is a Desert Celts Queen. And no, I don't know why a Desert Celts Queen is here.
Is one of these a boss, or...?
No, it's not a boss.
Okay, right, that's the only...
Desert Celts Queen.
You know what it is?
I don't think
Same
I
as the
actually
Celt?
fought it, but it's probably the same as the Celts Queen.
Well, I should probably, you know, crush this guy's head, so... It just speak it.
Okay. Yeah, Gamamon feels very much like the kind of a pretty typical main Digimon. You know, likes food, is kind of childish because basically is a child, to be fair. To the point where rather than calling it a Digipartner, he's quite literally dubbed as Hero's little brother.
Aw, that's adorable. Holy heck, that one hit hard!
Yeah, Jesus. But, because holograms are a common thing, everyone just assumes it's a hologram, despite the fact it can physically interact with the world, because a lot of Digimon are in the world as the hologram ghosts.
Yeah.
But
that was Savage Fireball was clearly needed that Conchu.
The reason that, like, Gamamon and the other main Digimon are able to physically interact with things and humans, like, easier, is because the Digivice, it basically gives them a physical form, which allows them to do more.
I'll just blow you up with a fireball first just so I can see what you're up to.
Then, also, the main character knows how to lockpick.
Awesome.
Just casually kind of
Now it's a
put
power.
that in as a thing. There was another really cool little detail where, because, you know, they're digital, Gamamon was able to use, like, digital data stuff to,
I'm assuming I can't have this.
no.
Because it's a bug, yeah.
To activate an electric lock. Then the other two main characters with Digipartners, you have the girl.
Yeah, I've heard people like her Digimon quite a bit.
I like
It's
him.
like this little mermaid creature.
No, that's not hers.
Oh, is that the mermaid one I've heard.
She's
people
got
like.
the
People
big...
really like the mermaid one.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So her Digipartner's the big bunny looking dude.
Okay.
He's the most kind of serious of them and the most knowledgeable. He actually kind of helped the characters understand a lot of things about the digital world and stuff like that. I think her name is, I want to say it's Rhea. He was basically trying to protect her from hostile Digimon because he liked listening to her play the piano, and he eventually gets, like, given a physical form because, despite the fact that he didn't want to initially,
Yeah.
so he could actually protect her properly due to plot reasons, basically. She seems to be the one that kind of pushes for a lot of the plot to go forward, because she really likes investigating the ghosts.
Okay.
So ends up dragging the other two.
I'm feeling it's reverted back now.
Yeah, it doesn't look enraged.
So it's back to
Speed?
it was technique because it was weak because that's why I had Rapha out.
Yeah. And she met the main character because...
No, it's Speed. Oh.
Yeah.
That's strange. Why didn't I have Rapha up them before?
I think because Rapha was targeting the little conches.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the main character and Garamon see Anguramon following her. And so they end up sending a text being like, hey, is anything weird happening? Because they assume she's being haunted by a Digimon. Which she is, but it's not Anguramon. And something strange is happening because her hands are disappearing.
That's usually an alarming factor.
But they end up becoming like quick friends. And he basically helps her out whenever she sends texts and just goes along and hangs out with her. And then you've got my favourite of the human characters, of the main three anyway, who is... When I look at their designs, my brain just says, it's the Matt.
Okay.
Because he looks like the Matt, basically. You know, he's got like the light greyish blonde hair that's short, and he's like... He also wears the school uniform, but he like dresses a bit more
donuts at some point.
Proper.
Yeah.
And he's the dorm leader.
Okay.
And...
So like they're like college age or something.
No.
Okay, yeah, that would have been a bit too much thinking about... What on earth is for that?
Jump.
Oh, okay. Looks like you had to swim through the crystals.
No, you just jump.
Is that another?
Another one. That did not touch you.
Okay, I'm just going to run from this one. Maybe I'll fight him...
Off screen.
Yeah. Because I don't know what the armor or weaponry might be like. It might be at least something that isn't fire.
He's also...
Because I need something that's not fire for the weapons. Because I'll eventually have a fire weapon, but the type diversity isn't great at the moment. There's only fire and electric weapons on offer.
The main character also calls him Senpai, because he's like...
Yeah.
He is technically a Senpai in the school.
Chubby's quicker.
He's a bit crazy. Despite the fact that he looks like a Matt. This is probably why I like him, because you look at him and it's like, oh, additional male character is probably going to fill the role of Matt. Because
He's not typecast like that then, sort of thing.
No.
I know, it's funny, it's kind of
I mean, in Data Squad, the Matt was literally called Matthew as well. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that was his name anyway. He's a coward.
Oh.
He's terrified of ghosts. And he's very superstitious. And
I do feel bad for Wai. She can't break with these rocks.
he carries a bunch of talismans with him most of the time to try and ward off evil spirits. And he's terrified of any form of ghost or confrontation.
I mean, kind of understandable. You did just say, and her hands keep disappearing.
He also, despite being introduced earlier, is the last of the three to get his Digimon.
Yeah. Which is the Mermaid one, then, I assume.
Yeah, Jellymon.
Yeah. People, and it's thing, people haven't been talking like, you know, physically, you know, which normally with Digimon.
Oh, her
people like her personality.
She, honestly, their dynamic kind of reminds me of a better version of Don't Bully Me,
And Negatora, yeah.
Yeah. Because but one of the reasons
the Negatora original webcomic was apparently much more
it was just
like the manga and anime. This is a toned down version of the events.
It's the dude's fetish.
It's yeah.
So, but yeah.
Did you see the Bull Buddy comic of that?
No.
I'm sorry, Negatora.
Oh, yeah.
I'm leaving.
The way you have treated me is unacceptable. Yeah, Jellymon was haunting him, and that's why he was starting to go a little loopy. And he got the Digivice because Jellymon stole the spare one from the main character's room, and used ketchup to write on the ceiling, put this on, and handed it to him whilst she was in her ghost form because he couldn't see her. He was freaking out because he thought it was blood painted on the roof. And
Sherpy, avoid the lava. Stop trying to go to the lava.
the main character ends up coming in and can see Jellymon.
Yeah.
And he ends up putting the guy puts the Digivice on to
Oh, it's a black Gravies. I didn't need to...
get Jellymon to stop, not knowing it was Jellymon at the time.
I hadn't fought one of these before.
And the main character's... Because he's like, take it back, please, you can have Jellymon. And the main character goes, nah, she's yours. You can keep the Digivice, and activates the Digivice to materialise Jellymon for him. And Jellymon's whole reason, because the main character's like, why did you stick around with Senpai? He's like, oh, I'd never seen a human so scared before. It's hilarious. Because she had just been haunting him and throwing stuff at him. He's a child prodigy.
Yeah.
He has a master's degree at age 13.
Okay.
And he had gone to America to study.
Yeah.
But he came back to Japan. And it's revealed the reason he came back to Japan is because he's a weeaboo and a higamori.
Oh.
And he missed the mangas and wanted to experience Japanese school life because of all the mangas he read. And he keeps a bandage on his hand, which he claims seals the great
Chumboyo.
power. Yeah.
Thing, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, not a higamori. That one. I knew what I meant in my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, it's got great power in it. And she's just like, which manga was it that inspired you to do that?
The thing about the whole Chumboyo thing is that I actually feel more defensive of it because it feels like it's a counteractive of Japan's societal concept of not standing out.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're, which... Like, I know the Chumboyo thing is like, it's to a ridiculous extreme, but it really is a case of they want you to just fall in line sort of thing.
Yeah. To be fair, he's a very tame version of it.
Yeah.
But it's still there. But I honestly just love his character.
Mm.
That episode revolves around the principle that, other than Jellymon haunting him, in an attempt to stop the hauntings, he created...
Goodbye, Joy-Cons!
Digital talismans, as he called them.
That is actually a sensible idea.
And so he basically created a series of basically talismans and hacked into various computer softwares to upload them, including the majority of his classmates' mobile phones, including the main characters, the school campus, banks, and all sorts. The main character's like, that's hacking! That's illegal! Ironically, these talismans did actually alert him to the presence of Digimon.
I completely forgot to check what that guy's thing was.
Because,
He's attacking me now.
a Digimon starts... Well, 4 Digimon technically come to attack them. 3 champions and an ultimate.
Oh, okay.
And their highest level Digimon is, I assume, a champion, because only one of them can evolve. The ultimate that is approaching is one of the ones that digivolves into a holy dragon.
Oh, okay.
And is the messenger of the god of wealth. Because Jellymon had altered the talismans.
Yeah.
Because she saw how bank and money stuff worked and decided to mess around with it so she could become good at making money and had basically stopped the flow of bank transactions. And so, because the flow of money had stopped, the god of wealth had been angered. And so, they had to try and uninstall and delete all the talismans, or he would be pierced by 108 arrows of light. He manages to do it just in time as well, whilst terrified and frantically being like, I'm gonna die! Because Jellymon initially said, just run away. And the main, the main character was like, you're the dorm leader, aren't you? You can't just run and hide. And he was like...
I'm just thinking of the Three Musketeers scene. It's like, so long as we don these uniforms, we'll never run! You're right!
Yeah, Jennymon, after like the events of that episode, starts calling him darling as well. So, like, I guess we've got.
To be fair, that's also part of Nagatoro.
Yeah.
So
I guess we just have interspecies relationships on Digimon now, which whatever.
To hit the bug. Look, I'll have to beat you up later at some point because I need the armor. It's a good thing I found these people.
Yeah, this place is a great.
It's finally different monsters, like regular area monsters, not just the boss sort of thing. But speaking of the Be Careful Nagatoro, it was part of the. I think it was a quadrant of mangas that were for a long time were known as the popular mangas that are never going to get animated.
Yeah.
I've through reactions, of course. Have been watching Can't Communicate Komi.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of clips of that.
I didn't think I would like it because a lot of the YouTube recommendation stuff and their titles and all that made it annoyed me sort of thing. But actually watching the episode itself, pretty good. Actually,
it's very wholesome. I like it a fair bit. It's also interesting how pretty much every character is a trope.
But everyone seems to hate the Yandere character.
Yeah.
To a big degree. She's actually quite popular in Japan, but
apparently in the manga she doesn't improve as a character either.
Yeah, she has. Well, they say she improves as a character to a degree in the fact that she has actually decent relationships with other characters. Because the Chumboyo character, she apparently gets on really well with.
Yeah.
And has some interesting interactions. But it's basically the moment that Komi's there, her Yandere side is, of course, apparent.
Yeah.
But when she's, when you take that out of the equation, she can actually be a decent person.
Yeah.
But it's because of the situation. I can't remember her name off the head, but I think my favourite characters from what I've seen, although I do like, I like Tadano, the main male character.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the characters in general, but I like the character who's like shy but also wants to be treated like a dog is her kind of first thing. She's actually she's actually got quite a bit of nuance to her.
Yeah.
Just for instance, she's a lover of ramen. That doesn't have anything to do with dog sort of thing. And she actually does have lots of facets to her. And her, wanting to be treated like a dog doesn't always come into play.
Yeah.
She can just be regular sort of thing.
She can be a...
there was a funny little chapter because I ended up on like one little chapter thing because I was kind of looking up a couple of the characters because like, does she actually make any male friends? It's like, there are male characters who are introduced. There's like this trio of characters who talk about who often appear. One of them literally is dressed up like a ninja.
Yeah, I've seen him.
But there's one character who's kind of could easily be a second Tadano sort of thing.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like appear much until like the second year.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people are saying it's weird not seeing the Gyaru character because she's such an important character in the manga, but she doesn't appear until second year. So, but no, like it's quite enjoyable, lovingly animated sort of thing, and it's a lot more tolerable because I thought it'd be annoying with the whole, it's the halo effect thing of everyone gushing over Komi, but
honestly, she kind of reminds me of King.
People, yeah, she does. That's a lot of her things are very King-like, and I think what also helps is the fact that it's a lot of characters start acting more normal around her at a quicker point.
Yeah.
Like Najime, the character whose gender is Najime.
Yeah, my favourite character.
Is normal with her very quickly. And even again, the character who, wants to be treated like a dog sort of thing, when the ramen episode little segment came up, she was normal with Komi sort of thing. Like, she wasn't like bowing down to script. It was like, let me teach you about it. And then like, it was a real big sort of like...
Once people get to know her...
A character I really like, who is also quite... she's not quite normal with Komi, but because she's somewhat obsessed, but not like in the gushing sort of way. My favourite of the character so far would be the rival. Who's not actually a rival, she just thinks she's the rival. Yeah. She's the character who's trying to constantly compete with Komi.
Yeah.
Don't you worry, Anna.
I've got a gun!
What are they?
Interesting shot there, by the way. I guess, because of the cheerleader outfit, but...
Right.
I guess that is what now
Why is Anna taking
of all
the front?
These characters.
Well, yeah.
That's not a Nuginante, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. They're all the same!
You missed. Thank God it wasn't the original beta dive attack, because you wouldn't have dodged that.
At last, my revenge is at hand! Shell, stop!
So, my favourite... that joke, by the way, Monster Hunter's pretty infamous for having jank hitboxes at various points in time. For example, the Plesioth's big fancy attack is a joke about the jank hitboxes it had.
Yeah.
Where it would do a hip attack, but the hitbox was all around the Plesioth, so no matter where you were, you'd get hit.
Yeah.
Nerginante's dive attack had a similar effect, where the idea is he jumps up in the air and then dive bombs.
Yeah.
Principle is, you stand underneath him and he goes over your head. In the original, the hitbox still hit you, because it was just where he started all the way down and through, so it was just a giant line of hitbox. Yeah.
I've got more I'll comment on that. Like, the Chumboyo character is also pretty good, again, because she's not obsessed with Komi sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, the moment the characters are, not obsessing over Komi, they get a lot better. It's, more annoying when they are obsessed sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, the more as they develop to, not just be constantly gushing and can actually have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Komi can barely talk, but, that's kind of the charm of the character.
Yeah.
It's also funny, like, despite this whole,
like
she's stunning, beautiful, when it comes to, like, the exams and such, she's not super, she's not, like, perfect in everything, but she's, like,
she is good.
High above the sort of, like, average level, but she's not, like, top of any sort of thing.
Yeah, she's not.
She's, like, she's, like, second or third place in, like, a lot of the sort of, like, the top of the school sort of thing. Like, and meanwhile, Tadano has, as people said, there's no one who, everyone's supposed to be a regular at the school. That's kind of the thing about the school. And Tadano's point is that he's dedicated himself to being so average that it's scary, because he shouldn't have average grades in everything, average height, average eyesight. There are things he should not have been able to influence to be that average.
Yeah.
His unnaturally to be average in every regard makes. Also, I love is in general people's like the common joke when people goes, "Man, that's so great." Hey, I see. Tadano strikes again.
Yeah. Namijay is my favourite character.
I've got another thing, because there's that one manga about one chapter that's about the free characters, the free boys who are kind of like, they appear a lot, but they're kind of more in the background sort of thing.
Yeah, including the ninja.
They often, they're making lots of jokes and sort of like participating, but you don't really get much focus on them. They're like that recurring Three Stooges almost trope sort of thing, even though they do have
one's
personality.
a ninja.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have made Three Stooges more interesting.
Will we find the Nerginante next?
Yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe for Nerginante fight.
Okay, and cheerio!